ended up being stuck in the toilet for like 3 hours.
Grapes with some cheese, a garden salad, cake.
And he like had to body slam the door.
It's my birthday! Just kidding, it's not. My birthday was actually last week, but there's always something that goes wrong when it comes to me celebrating my birthday. So hopefully today it goes okay. My sister and I are going for a sister picnic at King Walden's in Zanin. So come along with us.
Find me at a club, cause if I ever tried to cut a rug, by the time the night is done, you will know that I'm a strange one. I don't ever know what to do, how to find a beat, how to groove, but I dream about finding you. You make me wanna sway, and you'd say, dance with me, 나랑 춤출래. I don't care about where or when, pick a song that never ends. Dance with me, 나랑 춤출래. Close your eyes, just move your body. If you only knew what it's like to feel like you have all eyes on every little move you make, you can't seem to find your way. Maybe all this time I've lied, maybe I just never tried. Cause boy, when I'm alone with you, you make me wanna sway, wanna move. Dance with me, 나랑 춤출래. I don't care about where.
So this is what we got. This is roast chicken. They gave us bread, grapes with some cheese, a garden salad, cake, and a potato salad. And in the basket, there's utensils, there's salt and pepper, and there's also some butter. And there's my sister and the view. That's Guys, we almost got drugged. This guy came with shots for my sister and I. But then the Holy Spirit was working overtime. And somehow, like, when I was pulling my water glass off of the thing, the shots that he tried to give us just fell. I feel like that's the Holy Spirit. It doesn't have to get any louder. It's starting to rain. So we're gonna try and like run inside. My dad is supposed to come pick us up, but we don't know what's happening. But it's so nice. It's so peaceful. It's still like drizzling a little bit, but it's not like intense.
Several days later.
Hello honeys, welcome back to my channel. It is a different day. I'm just wearing the same dress because I'm super anal. You can tell by the fact that I don't have my face on. So I turned 23 this year on the 4th of January, and so I just decided to put together a list of 22 things that I learned while I was still 22 years old. The first one is life is short, live it to the fullest. There are a lot of things that you can do and experience. You just have to open yourself up to those experiences and don't be afraid to try new things. The second one would be not to be afraid to ask for help. This is something that I actually struggled with for such a long time. Like, I would literally struggle with something and I wouldn't ask anyone for help. But as time went along, I learned that you shouldn't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. There's always somebody who's willing to help you. The third thing would be learn to say no. There's so many things that don't benefit you or serve you in any way, and sometimes you just really have to learn how to say no. This is also another thing that I struggled with for a really long time. I am such a yes man. I will literally go out of my way to do things for people or do things with people even if I don't want to be there or do those things. But as time went along, I learned that it's really important to learn how to say no and to prioritize the most important things in your life. So if something is not benefiting you or serving you and honestly doesn't bring anything valuable into your life, you just have to learn how to say no and choose your battles wisely. The fourth one is it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to feel okay. There will be times when you're not okay or you're struggling with something, and that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Don't suppress your emotions, but rather allow them to flow through and deal with them in a positive manner. The fourth one would be it's okay not to know what's next. I used to be the type of person who obsessively planned their life. I would be like, okay, I'm going to wake up at this time, do this. By the time I'm this age, I'm going to have this figured out. And for a while, like, my life went in the direction that I wanted it to go. But then at some point, like, things just sort of went haywire. And that's fine. And in those moments, you need to, like, take a step back and embrace the fact that you don't know what's happening and try to figure it out and learn through the journey. You need to learn through the journey because sometimes things don't always work out the way that you want them to. The sixth thing would be don't give up. If you really want something, you need to go for it and don't give up no matter what happens. You just have to work hard and work at it until it works out. You will probably fail or get rejected. Life is a series of failures and rejections, and it's a really hard pill to swallow because nobody wants to get rejected or nobody wants to fail. You shouldn't let failures and rejections stop you from living life to the fullest. You need to embrace those failures and push past it and work hard until you can succeed at something. But at the same time, you need to learn when to stop. I know this is like a really weird one where people are like, no, you need to keep fighting, you need to keep working and everything like that. But sometimes failures aren't always a bad thing. Sometimes they're to show you that you need to work at something else as well, or you need to take a different approach. So don't let failure or rejection get you down. Failure is just evidence that you are trying. The eighth one would be to stop comparing yourself to other people. We live in such a social media age, and it's so much easier now to compare yourself to other people, or to look at somebody and be like, oh my gosh, they're living their life to the fullest, or they're doing things that I wanted to do. But don't compare yourself to these people. Don't compare your successes to other people, and don't compare the things that you're doing in your life to other people. It's really easy to get yourself down when you look at somebody and be like, oh, they're doing this, they're this much further than me, I should have been here, I should have done that, or whatever. But you need to just look at what you're doing and focus on your own race, because everybody is running their own race in their own lane, and they're doing it all on their own pace. That's actually something that we keep forgetting sometimes. Like, you don't always start at the same place as other people, or you don't necessarily have the same kinds of opportunities that other people have. So you need to focus on what you have in your hands in the moment, and stop looking at what other people have. The ninth thing is that you need to try new things. There's this quote by Dan Brown that says, we fear what we don't understand. So it's so much easier for everybody to default to the things that they know and they're used to. So you will go to the same place to eat, or order the exact same food, or have the exact same experiences. But if you are always stuck in your comfort zone and you're always doing things that you've always done in the past, how do you expect to grow? You need to be able to try new things, even if it's just challenging yourself to try a new restaurant or order something different off of the menu. Like, just go out there and try new things. I mean, even YouTube for me was a new thing that I had to try, and so far so good. I'm really enjoying being on the platform. The 10th thing is to keep learning. There's always going to be something that you don't know, or something that you've never experienced before. So challenge yourself to keep learning. Even if you're not a student, you can still keep learning. Pick up a new book that you've never read. It doesn't have to be a fictional book. Pick up like a non-fiction book that will teach you something new. Listen to podcasts, or watch a TED talk, watch a documentary. I have no idea. Just utilize all of the opportunities that you have to learn something new. Like I've said before, we're in a digital age right now, and things are a whole lot more accessible than they used to be in the past. You can always download books on your phone, or get an audiobook that you can listen to on the go. So yeah, it's so much easier to learn something new these days. The 11th thing is going to be something that some of you will not like, but apologize when you're wrong. You're not always going to be right, so you need to learn to apologize when you're wrong for something. I know there's so many people, and I'm guilty of this as well, where you feel like you're always right in a situation, or you can't acknowledge the fact that you did something wrong. But we're adults now. You need to take responsibility and be accountable. So yeah, if you've done something wrong, or you made a mistake with something, just apologize for it. It's not like there's going to be a piece of you that gets broken off. I'm so sorry, there's people that are walking outside, so if you hear people, I do apologize. The 12th one will be, there is always a reason why things happen, and sometimes you don't see the reason, but it's there. Sometimes you don't always get what you want in life, or you get redirected to something else, and in the moment you don't see the reason why that happened, but there's usually a reason why it happens. For me personally, I wanted to go to medical school after finishing high school, and I didn't. I'm doing a master's degree right now in science, and I never thought that I would be in science. And for such a long time, I spent most of my first year being really upset at God, and like being upset at myself for not putting in enough work or effort to make sure that I do get into medical school. And I just didn't see the reason. Like, for such a long time, I was just like, what is the reason? Like, why is it that this happened? It's not like I did badly in high school. I just didn't understand why that happened. And I remember I was talking to my mentor at the time, and she was saying to me, like, sometimes things don't always work out the way that you want them to, but instead of sulking, you need to just embrace what you're currently going through and learn through that moment. And once I started to embrace what she said, like, the rest of my undergrad went really well and smoothly. And I just started to embrace the fact that maybe I'm being redirected to something else. And I actually do like my degree now. And I think I got to learn a lot about myself, a lot about what I like, what I don't like, and in terms of my career, where I want to end up. So yeah, like, sometimes things happen for a reason. You don't always see the reason, but it is there usually. Number 13 is you need to learn how to manage your money. And honestly, if you learn at a young age, your future will thank you for it. I don't know why we never got taught in schools how to manage money. I honestly believe that this capitalistic society was created to keep people where they are, and to make the rich richer and to keep poor people poor, TBH. Um, but there are so many finance books out there that you can read to help you manage your money. One of them is Manage Your Money Like a Grown Up. I actually have a hard copy of it, but it's in one of my storage books, but I will put like a picture of what it looks like. And I'll also leave it in the description down below. Like, every book that I speak about, I will leave in the description down below. Manage Your Money Like a Grown Up was written by Sam Basinger. I don't know what her name is, but yeah, her book is one of the best finance books, and it's so perfect because it's specifically written for South Africans. The other book that I would recommend that's also written by a South African for South Africans is What's Your Move by Nicolette Mashile. I'll also leave that in the description box down below. The 14th thing would be to consider having multiple streams of income. Life is pretty expensive, and if you've learned anything from the pandemonium, is that it's very, very unpredictable. You can go through your savings pretty quickly, or you can lose your income very quickly. So you should consider having multiple streams of income, whether it be a active form of income that you constantly have to work towards, or even just passive streams of income. It's a really good idea to consider having multiple streams of income, especially if you want to be saving for a rainy day. And for me personally, as a student, I want to travel one day. I'm gonna need to move out of university accommodation and find my own place. So it's such a good idea to have like multiple streams of income to help me save towards that apartment and to buy furniture, because oh my gosh, furniture is so expensive. Like, why why is it so expensive? So yeah, like, consider having multiple streams of income, and it can help you save for a rainy day. And also, if you are interested in me doing another video on like different types of jobs that you can do, either as a student or a young working professional, please let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, I can make a separate video for you guys. Number 15 is you will change, and so will your friends. You're growing, your interests are constantly changing, and so are your friends. Like, as you grow, your friends are also growing, and sometimes you might grow in different directions, and that is okay. That's what life is all about. It's about growing, it's about transforming and becoming a better version of yourself. So you might lose people along the way, and it's fine. because as you grow and as you change, you'll meet other people that are aligned with what you're interested in. Number 16 is to follow your intuition. This one is very important because sometimes you get that gut feeling that's like, don't do this or whatever, and you really have to follow it, hey? Funny story. In 2020, I was visiting my sister in her apartment in Joburg, and the funniest thing happened. It was funny, but also sad. So basically, I went into the bathroom, and because I'm used to like living in res, my natural instinct is to get into the toilet and lock the door. So I got into the toilet at my sister's place and I just locked the bathroom. But before I locked the door, something in me was like, don't lock it, like leave it open. Did I listen to it? No, I didn't. I ended up being stuck in the toilet for like 3 hours. My sister and I tried absolutely everything. So I tried to unlock the door, I tried to push it. I threw her the key out the window so that she could come in and unlock it from the other side, and nothing helped. We literally had to call her boyfriend to come over, and he like had to body slam the door, and he literally had to break the door for me to get out because nothing was helping. Like the key wasn't helping. They tried to pick it up from the outside and it really didn't help. So yeah, you should follow your intuition. Like that's a really small example, but there are some things that are a lot bigger, and your instincts will tell you that this is right or this is wrong. So listen to that gut feeling. Number 17 would be to let go of your expectations. Sometimes our expectations can be a good thing or like a positive expectation, but sometimes they can be detrimental towards our mental health. So just be careful of the kinds of expectations that you have and don't put unnecessary pressure onto yourself because of these expectations. Number 18 would be to always carry an umbrella. I know you probably think that this is like a random lesson, but if you live in the Western Cape, you know how unpredictable the weather can be. And this is actually a funny one because I got caught in the rain today. My umbrella is in storage, so I don't have it with me. And I was walking to campus, and when I came out of the building, it was raining and I had to walk home in the rain. So like that's a really, really important one. Always carry an umbrella. Number 19 would be to always listen to your body. You know your body better than anyone, and your body is always trying to communicate something with you. Like if you have knee pain, for example, that's a way that your body is telling you that something is wrong. So always listen to your body and always pay attention to how you're feeling. So if you're tired, rest. Your body needs it. Yeah, that's a really important one. Always listen to your body. And sometimes you might even go to the doctor and they feel like you're exaggerating your symptoms or something along those lines. But it's your body and you know it better than anyone else. So listen to what it's trying to tell you. Number 20 is to always be kind. You don't know the kinds of people that you're interacting with on a daily basis. Some people are fighting invisible battles that you know nothing about. So always be kind to people. Number 21 is to be present. Life is a really unpredictable thing. You need to learn how to be present in the moment. Don't wait for tomorrow to enjoy your life. Be present right now and do things that you love and you enjoy. And put away your phone sometimes, like especially if you're like with other people or even if you're alone, just take the time to put away your phone. Enjoy the nature, listen to the sounds, just be present in the moment. Just be present and enjoy the moment. Enjoy the memories that you're creating with your loved ones. They might not always be there, or tomorrow might be a different day. So be present in this moment and don't wait for tomorrow to have a good day. The 22nd and final lesson was to always look out for your mental health. Your mental health is so important. For me personally, it took a lot for me to like work on my mental health. I did make a video about it, my mental health chats video. So if you want to know more about that, I'll link it in the cards up there. I don't know where they put it actually, but anyway, it's gonna be in the cards somewhere up there. And like, I really did struggle with my mental health, and every day is still such a battle. So you need to pay attention to your mental health because it's just as important as your physical health. Anyway, so what are some of the things that you have learned in your life and would like to share with everyone? Leave a comment down below. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you maybe have something to take away out of this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. I love you a lot, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.